WFMU East Orange, WXHD Mount Hope, WFMU.org. You're listening to Acapulco Dance Party. My name is Acapulco Rodriguez, and my guest for this hour is none other than Gregg Turkington, who's in the city for a few days. How you doing, Greg?
Never better.
Thank you for stopping by. I understand you have some interesting records from the private reserve that you're going to be sharing with us.
Yeah, I actually chartered a jet to bring out all these records that we're going to play for you tonight. There's that many of them.
Beautiful. Worth every penny, I'm sure.
I don't think so. We'll see what the listeners say. Is there a way to monitor if people are turning this off during the broadcast?
If only there were, but I'm afraid we just have to wait and see.
Okay.
If you'd like to write in to the program, I'd be happy to forward these to you at a later date, Greg.
I would love that.
The email address here is acapulco@wfmu.org.
All right.
And what do you have lined up for us this evening?
Well, we got some great vanity pressings by sad folks from days gone by who had something to say and pressed it up in vinyl and immortalized themselves, and we hope to immortalize them further here with tonight's broadcast.
Terrific. And this is something that you've been collecting for some time, no?
Oh, yeah, I got hundreds of these things. About 1 out of 100 is worthwhile, so we've really gone through a lot of them to bring you this show.
Terrific. So what's the first cut we got lined up tonight?
Well, we got a group called the Kastles, and I believe they were from Nebraska. Anyway, the song is called Life Is What You Make It. This is from 1978. This was a family group.
Terrific.
So Castle Family.
The Castle Family. All right, so let's listen to that.
With a K. Castles with a K.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 Life, it can be short or sometimes long. You can be right or sometimes wrong. It's all what you make it. Love, it can be rough or sometimes smooth. If you just keep on in the groove, it's all what you make it. Just get up off the ground, don't let it keep you down. Life is what you make it. Life is what you are. Life is what you make it. Everyone's a star. You can be all you want to be. You can be tall and still be free. It's all what you make it. Don't walk on a road that you don't know unless you know which way to go. It's all what you make it. Just get up off the ground, don't let it keep you down. Life is what you make it. Life is what you are. Life is what you make it. Everyone's a star. Life is what you make it.
last chance for love. Yes, it's my last chance for romance tonight. I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, to hold me, to scold me, 'cause when I'm bad, I'm so bad. So let's dance the last dance, let's dance the last dance, let's dance the last dance tonight. Let's dance for love. Yes, it's my last chance for romance tonight. Oh, I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, to hold me, to scold me, 'cause when I'm bad, I'm so bad. So let's dance the last dance, let's dance the last dance, let's dance the last dance tonight. I can't be sure that you're the one for me. All that I ask is that you dance with me, dance with me, dance with me. Let's dance for love. Yes, it's my last chance for romance tonight. Oh, I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, to hold me, to scold me, 'cause when I'm bad, I'm so bad. So let's dance the last dance, let's dance the last dance, let's dance the last dance tonight. Let's dance.
Black, 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 black. Black is my face, black is my name. Black, 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 black. Black is my face, black is my name. Black is my future, black is my shame. Black, black, black. Black is my future, black is my shame. Black, black, black. I was walking down the road, the long wide road, walking down the road one day. I was walking down the road, the long wide road, walking down the road one day. I met with a man, he said to me, boy, why is you walking down the road today? I met with a man, he said to me, boy, why is you walking down the road today? I said to him, master, I'm just doing my job, walking down the road today. I said to him, master, I'm just doing my job, walking down the road today. He said, listen to me, boy, now listen to me good. Don't speak to your master that way. He said, listen to me, boy, now listen to me good. Don't speak to your master that way. I said to him, master, I didn't mean no harm. I was walking down the road today. I said to him, master, I didn't mean no harm. I was just walking down the road today. He said to me, just go over there by that tree that's just off the way. He said to me, just go over there by that tree that's just off the way. I said to him, master, have pity on me. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm walking down the road, not hurting anybody. I don't know what I did to offend you. He said to me, you just get over there. I'm gonna wrap this whip around your ass. He said to me, you just get over there. I'm just gonna rip your back and your ass. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, what that man did to me then. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, there's no justice for us-colored men. Black, 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 black. Black is my face, black is my name.
Greg, that's got to be one of the most extraordinary pieces of music I've heard in some time.
He's something else, isn't he?
Yeah, what's going on?
That is Tony Mason-Cox from Sydney, Australia. He's an accountant. He's in his 70s, and he's decided at this point in his life the best thing to do is to finance these recordings, and he's releasing them. He just did another album called Body Ballads, and he's got 3 albums out now.
Well, he's obviously invested quite a bit of money in these records, and that sounds like a full band. It sounds like he's got an arranger. I mean, does he write all his own arrangements, or does he have someone doing charts? And,
he wrote that song.
Uh-huh.
I think he does work with other people, but the guy's got a lot of talent.
Now that's an interesting track because it's told from the perspective of an American slave, presumably. Is that?
As I hear it, and maybe Tony could correct this over the internets if it's not true. But as I understood, he is a reincarnated slave himself.
Uh-huh.
And of course, but now he's into accounting. So
this is just a jungle of contradictions.
It's an autobiographical track.
If one were to want to reach Tony, how would we go about this? Does he have a location, a virtual location on the internet?
I think he can be found on the internet, Tony Mason-Cox.
Mm-hmm. And what about obtaining these CDs? Is there a viable way of?
You know what? I've been trying to figure out a way to help him out over here and distribute these things. So I'm working on it.
Now, does he perform live, or is this strictly a studio project?
He has not performed live yet that I know of. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't know that he's performed.
I guess
live,
it'd be.
I wish he would.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, maybe he'll come to FMU for a session sometime.
Sounds good.
Consider that an open invitation, Tony.
If you're out there.
Now, what did we hear immediately before that?
We heard from Tim and Melodie, and that is a 2-piece act, obviously, from somewhere in the Midwest, and they were doing Last Dance. I believe that was Melodie's vocals, probably not Tim's, and before that, they were doing the great Chuck Mangione's Feels So Good. So it was sort of a rock block of Tim and Melodie.
Yeah. Do you have any insights or any guesses as to their recording process? What's going on there? That's
it's one of those vanity pressings where there's so little information. It's on T&M Records, That's,
And they're contemporary, right? I mean, that sounds like a fairly...
that's from 78, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, why don't you give our listeners a sense of where some of these people are coming from? I mean, you've been collecting this stuff for a while, and Vanity Records are sometimes played on FMU. They've existed as long as recorded sound has existed, it seems. They've been... or that's a slight exaggeration, actually. I suppose as soon as it became affordable for people to send tapes to a pressing plant. But what's a little bit of the history behind Vanity?
Well, some of them are lounge. I mean, in the case of Tim and Melodie, and probably the Kastles, these are groups that are working the lounges. Back when that was a more of a common thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so these would be sort of souvenir records that they would sell at the shows.
Yeah.
Tim and Melodie and the Kastles, those are both Midwest acts that sometimes they'll thank some of the venues they played in, and it's a Holiday Inn lounge or a steakhouse or something like that. Some of the other Vanity pressings that we're going to get into in a little bit, it's kind of more crazy people with a vision that they wanted to get out there and had a little bit of money and went into the studio and put this stuff out. Who knows? A lot of it's just a complete mystery. And tracking these people down is not easy, and sometimes when you find them, you wish you hadn't.
So have these been mostly just serendipitous finds where you've come across the records in a store? Or,
Oh, yeah, definitely. Just, I'm traveling a lot, and, you buy a lot of these things, and some of them pan out.
Cool. Well, what do we have lined up next?
Well, what do we have lined up? Why don't you roll track 5?
Sounds good. Now, my special guest in the studio is Gregg Turkington, and
yes.
He'll be with us for another 40 minutes or so, sharing some Vanity pressings from his record collection, and giving us some insights into the personalities that assemble these and thrust them into the marketplace.
And in this case, this next track by Kirby. She is a 13-year-old girl from Amarillo, Texas, who made this album. Now I think she's much older now, and I don't know if she's still performing. But
when was this made?
This thing seems to be, this track's called Willy Wonka, and so
contemporaneous with the movie or something.
I would think so.
All right.
She's got kind of. It seems to have like a Joni Mitchell sort of fixation, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right, well,
but with a more inept sound. So
let's give it a listen.
Done a double take. After I got home, I decided to write a song about the advantages of being short and how Patty and I managed to keep a secret torn about Peter and bags and Beatty and Wags and how sweet a 7-Up can be on a thirsty day like today. My Willy Wonka song could go on and on and on. My Willy Wonka song could go on and on and on. My Willy Wonka song could go on and on and on. But it's not, so I'll stop.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I love you, baby, and if it's quite all right, I need you, baby, to warm the lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I've found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left.
Climbing to the heights well within me, striving to achieve a dream so real, boldly. So many obstacles, a figment of the mind. Achieving real success is really fine. It's what I need. Tracing all the images, silhouettes of all sizes. Finding something that will suit is one of many prizes. Moving up's a phrase, often tried but true. Moving up now for me, not just you. images, silhouettes of all sizes. Finding something that will suit is one of many prizes. Syncopated scene moving all around me, falling into place, reaching your reality. I'm climbing to the heights well within me, climbing to the heights well within me, climbing to the heights well within me.
He was a good boy, friendly like me. He liked to enjoy music and to make happy everybody. He sang, played guitar all over the country. In small towns, a big cities. And now, he doesn't play guitar, but play Machinegun in Vietnam. He plays Machinegun in Vietnam. He joined the army and swore fidelity to the striped stars of flag and liberty. And now, he doesn't play guitar, but play Machinegun in Vietnam. He plays Machinegun in Vietnam. Ta-boom, ta-boom, ta-ta-ra-ta-ta-ta-boom. He plays Machinegun in Vietnam. He plays Machinegun in Vietnam. From the mountains to the valley, near the lakes, by the rivers, folk music, with his friends he played their dance. And now, he doesn't play guitar, but play Machinegun in Vietnam. He plays Machinegun in Vietnam. Ta-boom, ta-boom, ta-ta-ra-ta-ta-ta-boom. He plays Machinegun in Vietnam. He plays Machinegun in Vietnam. He plays Machinegun in Vietnam.
You're listening to WFMU 91.1 in New York, New Jersey, 90.1 in the Hudson Valley, upstate New York, and WFMU.org online. This is Acapulco Dance Party, and my special guest this evening is Gregg Turkington, who's sharing some records from his collection of vanity pressings through the ages. Tell us a little bit about the song we just heard.
That one, Pompeo, Stillo, and the Companions. And it's called He Was a Guitar Player and Now Plays Machinegun in Vietnam. But what a beautiful, beautiful voice that man has.
Yeah, he really does. And the production on that tune is really gorgeous. It almost sounds like a folkways record from Pacific Islands, or like an Exotica record maybe from that period.
Yeah, very nice. And you know what? The one before, the track we heard before that, is just the opposite. Possibly the the worst voice, and sort of a stock background track, but it's Jesse Shabazz. Can't Take My Eyes Off of You.
Yeah, it's
And he's from New Jersey, and that's all I know about him.
New Jersey native.
Yep.
Always happy to play some of the music from the Jersey environs.
Local content laws require it.
That's right. They're very strict about that, you see.
Mm-hmm.
And what did we hear before that?
Before that, we heard from Mr. Dave Gonzalez. Or actually, maybe it was the other way around, huh? You know, we're just drinking so much and just spilling alcohol all over all the equipment here, and we don't know what's going on.
It's getting really decadent.
Fire just broke out. Anyone there can help. But yeah, one of those last two was the ear-splitting sounds of Jesse Shabazz, and then the other of those last two was the inspirational lyrics of Dave Gonzalez with his track Meridian on the Meridian label.
I take it that's his own imprint. Yeah.
I think it's just a coincidence that the label and the song have the same name. But anyway, he's a guy from the San Jose area, I believe, who really wanted to motivate himself and his listeners with that song. And then, of course, we kicked things off with Kirby, the mysterious 13-year-old girl from Amarillo, Texas.
That's right. And when would you wager that was recorded? That was the Willy Wonka song.
Yeah, judging from her hair and clothing on the cover, I would guess 71 or 72.
That, too, is a really nicely produced record, actually. It's got a kind of sweetly ramshackle kind of folk rock sound about it.
Yeah, I like. And you know what? What little information I could ever find out about it, I found some Japanese website where somebody was selling the album for $300. So somebody else out there loves it as well as me.
Clearly, yeah. So how did you get started in collecting this stuff? I mean, how long have you been doing this?
Oh, since, infancy.
Yeah.
I mean, from the second I was handed a nickel, I went out looking for a vanity record to spend it on.
Well, why don't we give the listeners just a little bit of background on you, for those of you who aren't familiar with your work. Gregg Turkington's been, I think I became aware of you in maybe the early or mid-'90s when you started.
When we were in prison together.
Yeah, that's right. Those were the days, man.
Yeah.
Some good times, long showers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you put out a bunch of records in the 90s on your own label called Amarillo.
Yep.
And it's been a while since, I guess the label is no more, but you put out some interesting records by people like Anton LaVey and a Sun City Girls record, as I recall.
Harvey Sid Fisher.
It was a favorite here at FMU for some time, the Astrology song.
Yeah, great album, great video, great guy.
Yeah. And you yourself have been involved in a few different musical or quasi-musical projects, I guess.
I sang for a group of classically trained musicians and vocalists called the Code Rapists. And then I've done some production work, behind the scenes for folks like Faxed Head and Neil Hamburger, the comedian.
Right.
And I've had some other failed musical projects. The Three Doctors Band, you might have heard about.
We've got the record right here, as a matter of fact.
Right, which I want to make note of is on the floor right now, and his foot is on top of it. But technically, we have the record right here. And then, I've had the books and the newspaper articles. Spent a lot of time as a journalist, and
I wasn't aware of that.
Well, I wrote for some fanzines.
Well, we happen to have a Zip Code Rapist cut queued up as we speak. This is a tune from a 7-inch.
An oldie but a goodie.
This is a tune called Che. Or is it gay? Is this
Che.
Is it Che as in Che Guevara?
It's his story. It's the story of Che Guevara told in 30 seconds.
Wonderful. Let's check it out.
Che wrote a book called Guerrilla Warfare, and he set us all free. We shot a bunch of people in Topeka, Kansas. Hey, Che, thanks. Congratulations, the apocalypse, speak of an hour.
me and my soul. Pick up the gold and the build the gallows. Search our shores for some good strong will. Pressures, apocalypse flow. Speak of the house, until it bows. Pressures, apocalypse flow. Speak of the house, until it bows.
I bet I know what she's like, and I can feel how right she'd be for me. It's weird how she comes in so strong, and I wonder what she's picking up from me. I hope it's I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Ooh, bop, bop. Good vibrations. Bop, bop. Excitations. Good vibrations. Bop, bop. Excitations. Gotta keep those loving good vibrations a happening with her. Gotta keep those loving good vibrations a happening with her.
Music by Secret Chiefs 3, featuring my guest, Gregg Turkington. And that's from a compilation called Smiling Pets. And it's got a rogues gallery of celebrities from the world of indie rock contributing their versions of Beach Boys songs. So how did that cut come about? I'm impressed that you guys captured some of the sounds from Good Vibrations pretty closely. I mean, in some spots, but the fuzz bass I could have sworn was a sample.
No, there's no samples on that. Those guys, they played it, and they kind of modeled the arrangement after one of the bootleg versions, one of the, the
early old 3LP.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it together yourself deals. Yeah,
it was a cover of a Smile version of that song, and with the earlier lyrics. So came out pretty good.
Cool. And before that, we heard a band called Faxed Head.
Faxed Head, those guys. Yeah, those are some handicapped kids, special kids from Coalinga, California, who decided to get Al Gore elected with their song Gore and Guts. And this, mind you, was in 1997, a few years before he announced his first candidacy. So they were visionaries, those kids in Faxed Head. So,
clearly, man, I'm impressed that they have such a strong sense of civic responsibility and duty.
Very much so. They're hometown kids. They're small town kids, and they just want to make the world a better place through black metal and suicide pacts. So what do you mean, suicide pacts? Well, these guys, they entered into a suicide pact that failed, but left them all horribly disfigured. And it's kind of a sad story, but it led to some tunes. And
it's sad when a suicide pact goes horribly wrong.
Well, yeah, if you look at a picture of these guys, you'll see how horribly wrong it went. But
all right, cool. And we started the set off with music by your own ensemble, the Zip Code Rapists.
Zip Code Rapists, yeah.
And tell me, you guys are out and about, and you've played a few shows.
We've started doing shows again after a 10-year hiatus, and it's sort of, I guess I would call it, these new shows, nostalgia for the hate generation, because
sure.
Much as, our parents all went out and saw Sha Na Na when they wanted to relive those great memories of the 50s, now these guys can go out and relive their great memories of all their emotional problems and
in the early to mid 90s.
Early to mid 90s. So
yeah, and Zip Code Rapist is you and
therapist John Singer, who lives in Vermont now, and so we're doing a couple shows a year. We were out at the End Times Festival, which was sort of a fraud because it turned out not to be the End Times, but we played there. And,
that was disappointing.
Very much so. Yeah. I packed very lightly for that trip, but we're playing in Zip Code Rapists in Montreal coming up for the Montreal listeners, and in Toronto, and that's sometime in October.
No dates or locations. Huh?
I have the dates and I have the locations, but I think it's better to make people search it out,
I hear you, man. That's a good market strategy.
Isn't it? Keeps the halls empty for the Zip Code Rapist shows, and that's how we like it, so stay away.
Indeed. Well, listen, we have about, I don't know, maybe 13 minutes left, which I'd be more than happy to fill with some of these amazing vanity records that you've brought from your collection.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's either that or you can play a third of my my latest album, The Final Relaxation, by the Golding Institute.
That's an excellent record. That record has been on heavy rotation here at FMU for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
And hospitals are filled with stories of folks who succumbed to it.
I have to say, it absolutely terrifies my wife. And I left it on, and I went out to buy a soda or some groceries or something, and I came back and I found her kind of curled up in a corner saying her feet had gone numb. So it is at least somewhat effective.
Somewhat. That's the problem. Is it's supposed to lead you into death, and it seems to just lead people into
discomfort
and misery, or into turning the station to another radio station.
You know, regardless, mission accomplished. I think it's a fine album. It's on Ipecac.
Ipecac. Great label.
And it's interesting. I guess that's run by, is that Mike Patton? And
Mr. Mike Patton, an associate of mine for many, many years.
Yeah, and he had a relationship with someone else from Faith No More, right? Back in the day.
Well, no, he's very straight. He's married.
Good one.
Yeah.
So what have you got lined up next?
You know what? Let's hear something that, I guess, when is this air?
Wait, did you just not want to talk about Three Doctors? Was that what happened there?
Oh, I don't want to talk about the bad blood between me and therapist John that led to the formation of the Three Doctors band, because we're trying to look forward with the Zip Code Rapists reunion.
Let's let sleeping dogs lie.
We just don't bring that up. I mean, if those guys in the Rolling Stones start pulling out all the bad blood between them, they wouldn't be able to do these fantastic life-affirming tours that they're doing currently. So let's get on with some music by some better folks than myself. These are nuns who put together a group, and they called it Nun-Plus. And
Woo!
Pacific Northwest Nuns, and this song is called Walk About the Craters of the Moon.
Stay tuned, folks. You're listening to Acapulco Dance Party with our special guest, Gregg Turkington, on WFMU.
I'm sailing on top of the world. I'm rocketing round like Apollo in space. Then when I land, I'll greet the man who grins at us from the moon. Where their harvesters you will share a moon, make cheesecake, walk about the craters of the moon. I'm floating on top of the world. I'm bobbing around like Columbus in space. Then when I land, I'll greet the man who turns the light on the moon. Wakes the sun before noon. We'll swim on moonlight, daybreak, walk about the craters of the moon. Over, winding inside out, I'm turning over. Down is up and up is down, I'm over. I'm tumbling on top of the world. I'm cartwheeling round like the eagle in space. Then when I land, I'll greet the man who blows the dust from the moon. Scream, 'cause love in a cheer. We'll catch a moon-shaped sand fling, walk about the craters of the moon. Ooh, winding inside out, I'm turning over. Down is up and up is down, I'm sailing on top of the world. I'm rocketing round like Apollo in space. Then when I land, I'll greet the man who grins at us from the moon. When their harvest or June, we'll share a moon-baked cheesecake, walk about the craters of the moon. Over, winding inside out, I'm turning over. Down is up and up is down, I'm over. wish to be with you tonight. With you, my love, from miles and miles away. With you, my love, Hauula way, oh, 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 Hauula way. On my feet, today and night, I want my feet left and right, and on my wheels, and on my shoe, but I will be there with you, my love, from miles and miles away, with you, my love, Hauula way, oh, oh, oh. Sway your left, sway your right, I'll be with you there tonight. Sunny day, my heart is light, I wish to be with you tonight. With you, my love, from miles and miles away. With you, my love, Hauula way, oh, 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 Hauula way, Hauula way, oh, 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 Hauula way, Hauula way, oh, 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 Hauula way, Hauula way, oh, 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 Hauula
Drop your silver in my tambourine. Help a poor boy build a pretty dream. Give me pennies, I'll take anything. Now listen while I play my green tambourine. Now listen while I play my green tambourine. Watch the jingle jangle start to shine, reflections of a music that is mine. When you toss a coin, you'll hear it sing. Now listen while I play my green tambourine. Now listen while I play my green tambourine.
Watch the jingle jangle start to shine, reflections of the music that is mine. When you toss a coin, you're insane. Now listen while I play my green tambourine. Listen while I play my green tambourine. Drop a time before I walk away. Any song you want, I'll gladly play. Money beats my music machine. Listen while I play my green tambourine. Listen while I play my green tambourine. Listen to my tambourine. Listen to my tambourine. Money beats my music machine. Listen while I play my green tambourine. Listen while I play my green tambourine. Listen while I play my green tambourine.
The Lord is up early in the morning before those circle cases. 7-Eleven and your totem are still dark to the day.
always open all week, 24 hours a day. Takes care of all your troubles, all your needs, and all your ways. Before you hear those registers ringing, before they take your time, the Lord's been up, started birds to singing, and the sun to shine. You see, the Lord is always open all week, 24 hours a day. Takes care of all your troubles, all your needs, and all your ways. When all of those Circle K's are closing, when the day is done, ain't it nice to know the Lord will still be open when the morning comes? You see, the Lord is always open all week, 24 hours a day. Takes care of all your troubles, all your needs, and all your ways.
Yeah, and we just heard a set of amazing and beautiful music from the collection of my guest, Gregg Turkington.
Why, thank you. And that last song was The New Beginning is the name of that group. They're from Phoenix, and the song's called Circle K, and I guess it's showing you how the Lord keeps even better hours than Circle K or 7-Eleven and provides even more in the way of service.
For listeners not in the Southwest, I guess Circle K is sort of a 7-Eleven or something like that.
Yeah, it's a 7-Eleven. I think it may have even surpassed 7-Eleven. It's worldwide now. I was in Malaysia
really?
and I was in Indonesia, and I saw these Circle Ks, but it started out in the I think in Arizona and Texas.
Yeah, I think it's out of Phoenix or something.
Yeah, and in fact, that song's interesting because it mentions, of course, Circle K and 7-Eleven, but also mentions U-Totem, which was a big convenience store chain in the 70s in Arizona that got bought out and dismantled by Circle K.
So that's more or less when this was recorded, I guess, right? That sounds
Yeah,
mid-70s?
yeah. Oh, yeah. 70s. And then before that, we had Irma Juarez, the real estate agent from Hawaii, who's now sadly deceased with Hauula Way. And we also heard Gary Schneider's version of Green Tambourine.
Yeah. There's some serious vocoder action going on there. Or is that a pig? What's going on there?
That's just his normal voice. He just he puts his finger down his throat, and it sounds that way when he sings.
Anyway, that was an amazing set. Oh, and we opened up with Nun-Plus.
Nun-Plus from the Pacific Northwest.
That's just a beautiful, beautiful song. Man.
I'll tell you what, the rest of the album is beautiful too.
Yeah.
Those ladies knew what they were doing when they gave up a regular life to become singing nuns.
So they've got presumably like some studio guys doing the backing, or do you have any idea?
I don't know. They don't let you in on that.
Yeah.
But I heard rumors that they themselves were going to reissue their back catalog on CD because there had been some interest.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is.
And well, there is sort of a collector's market out there for kind of
quality music.
For quality music. Let's leave it at that, I guess.
Yeah.
Gregg, thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Thanks for having me. It's always good to be here in Jersey City, the birthplace of my idol, Frank Sinatra Jr.
That's right. It's really a treat to have you on. Thanks for bringing these amazing records, and best of luck to you on as you traverse the country in search of more of these fine vinyl records.
And in search of a cure for many of the diseases that plague modern man.
A cure for heartache. Right?
Exactly.
You're listening to WFMU East Orange, WXHD Mount Hope, and WFMU.org online. Stay tuned for more.